Welcome to Kingdom Cast. It's your boy Country. Tonight we are down a member. Your boy Chuck. He got some prior obligations that he didn't clear with us, but
He
we'll
said he
be all
did.
right.
It's just right there.
Oh, I do got the rest of my team. I got Young Boogie in the bottom. Pause. Young Boogie at
Thank you.
below me.
Respect.
Dang, that sound bad too. I got Boogie on the show. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
We got Kylie on the show. Hi, Kylie, Miss 10,000. And we got a special guest, a local legend, in my opinion,
Man, come on,
a good friend, in my opinion. The second biggest Chiefs fan that I know and respect. The number one is me, but B is two. But you in the top five too.
I'll
You're in
take
the top
that.
five. So
I'll
I
gladly
give him
take
respect.
that.
Local legend from Hot 103 Jamz, the Arrowhead Allies.
Yeah.
My boy Brian B. Shynin.
Hey man, I'm happy to be here, but where does Chuck place on your list with that? I want to know where Chuck
He's down at the bottom.
Yeah.
No, Chuck watches a lot of football. I will give him that.
He don't watch a lot of LeBron James games, apparently.
He watches a lot of LeBron James games. We're not gonna do that, but we're not gonna do this, dude. No, Chuck up there. Chuck is definitely in my top 10. Yeah. Definitely. He's not 10. He's closer to the top 5. Kylie creeping up. Kylie kicking people out the way, though.
I ain't gonna lie. I find it highly disrespectful. I need to be Mount Rushmore then. I can't. I'm not taking less.
I said you top 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're up there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can't take.
You're just coming in hot because of the comments before the show.
Okay. Chuck still mad.
That's what he on. He on Jalen Hurts and being MVP instead of Patrick, because Jalen Hurts don't have all D1 All-American receivers playing, all the Alabama force of receivers playing with him.
Here we go.
The defense that he got. Are we kidding right now?
I got Jalen Hurts as MVP right now. Also,
I think this game is gonna put Pat back where he need to be.
I think so too, and I actually had to bounce on the last show when y'all were talking about it, and I think Patrick Mahomes is MVP right now. We lost it.
What happened to B? I didn't do nothing.
Hold on, man. It's still some time left, man. I hope that wasn't that MVP thing got him out of here, man.
No. I don't think so. Hopefully it was bad internet. And he'll come back.
But I wanted to say something about this because I didn't get to talk about it last time. But real quick, I do have Pat Mahomes as MVP right now. I totally get Jalen Hurts. I respect what he's done, the growth he's seen over the last year. But I think with what Pat has around him, given the unbelievable doubt going into the season that so many people had for him and the wide receiving core and what he's done, that's crazy. So respect to Pat. That's my vote. Yeah, and I think he's going to change it this weekend.
I think that, okay, it's fair. Okay, he took a step back. He had a bad game. We all can acknowledge he had a bad game. One of his worst games in a while. But I think that Houston is going to give him the opportunity to get back in the driver's seat. If he go 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, and they score 40-something, and he's sitting by the fourth quarter, that sounds like an MVP performance to me. I think personally, I think he's going after that yardage record, so he might play the whole game. So I think that he took a step back, but it wasn't a huge step back. And I think he still got time and he still got games. And these opponents are easy enough for him to creep back into the driver's seat where he belongs.
He definitely can creep back, but I mean, we can't discredit what Jalen Hurts did, man.
No, I didn't. I don't think none of that. What I just said discredited him.
This year, the Eagles the best team. He got the number 1 quarterback rating, I think. almost on pace for 4,000 yards passing, 1,000 yards rushing. I mean, he really doing what Lamar did when Lamar won.
That's a good
So,
comparison. Good comparison. Yeah, because I think that Ravens team was like 14-2. Wasn't that Ravens team like 14-2 or something like that? I know they had a 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yep, that was 1 seed. Yep.
Good. Not that I think like that is blasphemous for Jalen Hurts to be considered the leading candidate or for him to even win MVP, because man's been outstanding this year. But what I am saying is, let's put all this in the context though. Let's do the quarterback trade. You put Jalen Hurts on the Chiefs. You put Patrick Mahomes on the Eagles. What's finna happen?
But
you know what's finna happen.
Not
it's not the case. I get it.
If you ask me, Brian, if you say who is the best quarterback, Boogie, you got to pick a quarterback. You know who I'm picking.
Patrick, yeah.
Every time, 10 times out of 10. But I'm saying, just this year, most valuable player. Eagles got one of the best running games. He accounting for more of the offense in Philly than Mahomes is.
Yeah, no, I understand. I get it. But, and I want to go back to them 3 interceptions too that y'all was talking about.
Talk to me.
Because I don't think it's nothing to be concerned about. The only thing I will be concerned about is that it's the predicament that it put the team in. And it made the defense look real bad at sometimes when they got to defend the short field or when they just come off the field and an interception happens or what have you. You know, momentum is a hell of a thing that I don't think people can really think about. Look at Charvarius Ward, by the way. My bad. He's balling against DK Metcalf. But I don't think people thinking about momentum like the way it overcomes a team and the way that it can transform a game. And them damn interceptions, dog, like besides sacks, them are the biggest momentum changers right there. And I think that, like, technically speaking, as actually on the field, I thought he was playing around and just really trying to squeeze the pill in. Two of them interceptions were like that. The other one was to Surtain, which was a tip ball. So that's why I think is not for concern, but the Chiefs were lucky to get up out of that, though, because the momentum was definitely in Denver's favor, whether they was playing around or not.
Well,
do you think prior teams would have lost that game?
Alex Smith, not Patrick. Patrick ain't losing that. You saw what happened in his very first start. What happens? He came in, he balled out. Chiefs had, not a vice grip lead on the game, but it was like a 2-possession lead or something, right? And then Tyler Bray came in. He stunk up the joint the first drive, I think. Second drive, he came in, fumbled or something. It was almost a turnover.
He fumbled
right back up.
Yeah. Took his ass right on out, yanked his ass out, put Patrick back in, and the Chiefs ended up winning that game.
Fun fact. Country used to think Tyler Bray was a franchise quarterback. Fun fact. If you didn't know that.
I know a couple people. I know
I thought Brody Croyle. Tyler Bray had a cannon of an arm. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but it takes more than that in the league.
It definitely takes more than that. He showed me that as well. Brody
so,
Croyle had a hell of an arm, but he's 0 for 11 starts, right?
Yeah. Jeff George had a hell of an arm too. He better than them, but y'all get it.
Yeah.
But as far as the MVP consideration, though, and I might be biased, call me what you want, but I look at it from a whole perspective, the entire context of things, and I think that Patrick is still in the lead, not by much, but I will put him in front of Jalen Hurts.
It's definitely them too. That's the conversation. Joe Burrow is on the outside looking in, I think, but he's
creeping though.
He's creeping in.
I think Burrow is right there. Like
if they beat
if the Bengals can finish off hot, say Hurts have a bad game, Mahomes have one more all right game, and Burrow light it up, Bengals get like that 2 seed, I can see Burrow getting it. I mean, they really could get the 1 seed still, but I mean, they got probably a harder strength of schedule than Buffalo going forward, so you probably will lean towards Buffalo probably still getting it if the Chiefs don't get it. But if Bengals finish up there, I mean, he right behind Pat in damn near everything. He right there. So, and he beat Patrick Mahomes 1-on-1 versus already. So it's like I can see that. I can definitely see Burrow up there.
Is there any scenario where Josh Allen makes his way back into the conversation? You think that's over?
He had too many bad weeks of
Yeah.
red zone picks and shit. It was way too many for that. I think he out of it.
Yeah.
He was cruising for a while too. He was cruising for about 8-9 weeks as the considerable flavor for the MVP, and then he just lost it. He really just lost it. He literally threw it away.
Bro, football is different when it comes to mid-November, the week before Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving hits. Like the weather changes in all of these cities. Like probably about 70% of the cities in the National Football League, if not more, are probably cold weather cities coming down the stretch when you get to this point of the season. And all that cute shit that the Dolphins was doing, I'm telling you, I told y'all this on Twitter in the beginning of the season. It's cute in the summertime and in the fall when the weather is nice and everything is okay. But then when they figure it out, all right, when they figure out what you like to do, how you like to do it, and all of that, like with Tua, I'm pretty sure like they said that like 90% of his throws or something like that are within like the hash marks. So what you saw what the Chargers did. Take that away, and he can't throw them 29-yard out routes. That's the downgrade on Tua. That's why he's not in the upper echelon of Patrick Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Herbert, those guys, because he can't make those throws. You play that type of defense against Patrick or Herbert or those guys we just named, they finna eat that up all night. Mans was 3 of 17, right? On Sunday Night Football. That was essentially a playoff game, for both teams, to be honest with you. Okay, Tyreek Hill, he got a bad foot, but he's still better than most on that. And you saw it with that 60-yard touchdown. Well, my point being is that, number one, the teams are better. They figure out what you're doing. And now the weather's getting iffy. And they got to go to Buffalo. That's this week, right? That's Saturday.
Yeah.
They got to go to Buffalo, fam. In Buffalo, and it's the middle of December. It's finna be Christmas in this mug.
It's supposed to snow. It's supposed to snow.
Yeah, man. It ain't. Look, man. It ain't all that cute stuff they was doing in the beginning of the season. Ain't happening now, dog. Football's different come November and December, dog. It's a totally different game. Plus, one more thing. Referees, they get a little looser. So what happened? You can chuck them receivers at the LOS. You cannot let them get a clean break off. So, man, all of those factors included into that. It ain't gonna be as fun for the Dolphins now.
I was about to say, can we be clear on your Dolphins take? You saying they won't what? They go make the playoffs, but
I think they're good enough to make the playoffs. I don't see them making a deep run. I mean, Tyreek Hill alone, first off, he should be in the MVP consideration. Right. Let's be clear on that. Because that man, yeah. He's making it hard for people like me who is going with the Tyreek Hill trade. He's making it real hard, man, because that man is outstanding in every facet of the way. But be that as it may, I think he's good enough to get them to the playoffs, but I don't see them going to nobody crib in January and coming away with a dub. That's my Dolphins take.
So just going through this list of teams, everybody tell me what y'all think. Buffalo?
Yeah.
No?
Are we going in the playoffs?
Miami versus these teams in the playoffs.
Oh, okay, bet.
Buffalo, no.
At Buffalo, hell no.
At Kansas City.
At Kansas City, hell no.
No.
At Baltimore.
No.
Maybe.
Depending on how that injury situation looks.
Maybe.
Injury situation.
Right, exactly. Maybe. Because the Dolphins, they was getting their ass whooped, right, by the Ravens in that early in that game until they exploded in that third and fourth quarter. But that was when the weather was cute, though.
And that was early.
Right.
Yeah.
Baltimore defense definitely better, but what about Tennessee? Y'all telling me y'all don't think Miami can go with Tennessee and beat them?
They can totally go with Tennessee. Tennessee can't score hard. I mean, they can, but it's on the ground.
Yeah, Tennessee ain't looking good lately, and the deep threat is gone with AJ like that. People can't believe that GM got fired because they can't believe he got fired because of that game. I can. You can. I can. Shit makes sense to me. But be that as it may, they can go into Tennessee and get a dub.
So really, Tennessee is the only team right now that y'all looking at that y'all like, okay, Miami could beat them in the playoff.
What about the Chargers, the Bengals?
Those are the division winners. Yeah, those are the division winners.
They
okay.
they
Oh,
all
we
on the
just
outside
going
looking
to-
in. Jets, Chargers. The last in is the Patriots right now.
Are you taking the Dolphins or the Jets
I'm
if
taking
they
the
play
Dolphins.
each other?
I'm taking the Dolphins.
I'm also taking the Dolphins.
Just because of what you
What?
said. From what you just said. They got
Okay.
Tyreek, they don't. I'm taking Miami every time.
But by the way, I meant to
You-
point this out on Twitter. I'm sorry, Kylie. I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad. Go ahead.
No, go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. I just want to say, look, y'all remember in the offseason when Tyreek Hill was trying to decide Miami or New York?
Yeah.
Fam,
Yeah.
Can y'all imagine him on the Jets? Fam. just put that in your memory brain and think about it real
I
quick.
still
just
like
wanna
the
add that
Miami
in.
fit a little bit better just because I'm going to take Tua over the Jets quarterback this year.
Right.
That's the only reason. If you talking about future, Jets go get them a quarterback. If they went and got Lamar with the young team they got and they had Tyreek,
I think Lamar going to Miami.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
shocked
we've been saying
at all.
that.
Yeah, we've been saying that. Yeah,
We've been
I think
saying
so.
that.
Brady to the
Whew.
Niners, Lamar to
Yeah.
Miami.
Brady
I-
to the Raiders.
I think he going to the Niners.
We're Rodgers
I don't know.
going.
Purdy looking good though. I don't know, but it's Tom Brady and that's his team. You know, the Niners was a team growing up. Man, look,
You gonna get rid of Trey? You gonna trade Trey Lance to where?
you ain't got to trade him. Sit your ass on the bench,
You
Back
gonna
up.
keep Trey Lance,
Yeah.
and then you gonna get Brady one more year.
bro. It's Tom Brady. You are Trey Lance. You had one season. He had one season at what school he go to? North Dakota or whatever. What was it? What school did he go to? Anybody remember?
Oh, Trey Lance.
That alone, like, come on, man. It's Tom Brady, bro. Sit your ass on the bench, dog, or do something else. But I can see that, though.
Yeah, North Dakota
Brady to
State,
the
yeah.
Niners or the Raiders. I can see him to the Raiders too, because
Do
of
we really
Josh
wanna
McDaniel.
I don't, Kevin. I don't. I'm speaking. These is my thoughts and my thought. What you say, country? I don't.
The
want
public
to
service
Miami
announcement.
play them. I'm not saying we can't beat them and we won't beat them, but that's not a matchup. That little revenge factor, you start factoring that in there.
Yeah, he gonna want to
something
cook.
I-
It's not about, but it's not about Tyreek and Waddle. It's about their defense it doesn't travel well, so that would probably turn into a shootout. Is Tua
Yeah.
going to be able to make Mahomes blow for blow for blow? Like, is he
I
going to
think
be
he
able?
could. I think he could.
Tua.
No.
We talking about
don't.
Tua.
I'm only saying that because we cannot forget about the Chiefs defense right now. Like, we just let the Broncos look good on offense. So to think that Tua with Tyreek and Waddle couldn't have some type of success.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying January, 20 degrees shootout versus Mahomes. You think Tua's coming out of that looking pretty?
I think he could. I think they could score 20 points here. I'm
You're
still
gonna
gonna
need
take the
30
Chiefs.
though. You need 30 though.
We'll see.
You're gonna need 30.
Man, Tyreek gonna want to cook us. I ain't gonna lie.
Of
He's
course.
going to like his legacy will be a part of it. Will be on the line here, man.
Did
He
you
gonna
just
want
see
to
what he
cook
said
us.
with Shannon Sharp?
Yeah,
When
yeah.
they asked him about the playoffs.
Yeah,
Man,
he gonna
that'd
want
be
to cook
crazy.
us, but that would be a Spags game to me. It depends on what defense will play, like and it'll depend on the bend, but don't break. Like the red zone defense gotta be with the shits in that game against the Dolphins because they gonna eat in the middle of the field. They are.
You definitely can't break.
You got to make sure that Tua stays in the pocket because those are where the throws on the outside are the hardest.
Because he's so small.
He's small and his arm is, it ain't Pat's arm.
No.
I'm not saying he can't throw the ball or he's not accurate. I'm not saying that, but he definitely can't get it out there on time the way he needs to get it on a third and 8, and they need and the Chiefs are playing up a little bit and they bumping him and he needs to get it out there. He can't do that. And that could be advantageous for our cornerbacks, but it depends on the defense that the Chiefs play going against the Dolphins.
What defense would you play?
Man, the same one that the Bengals played against us last year. Keep Tyreek's ass in check. I would bracket him. I would let Waddle kind of do what he do. But Tyreek can't kill us. He cannot. You got to do whatever you got to do to safeguard him. You know, cover two, shell it, play man every once in a while. You're going to get into his ass. So I would blitz and play a little man too. Pick your spots with that though.
No,
but make sure he stays in that pocket.
Now, bro, why you on here faking, man? You and Kylie's faking right now. Yeah, because y'all know what's going to happen if we play them.
What?
Spags is going to leave Tyreek on the island.
Man, I hope not.
And he going to have 150 yards at halftime, and we going to double team. Come on, man. Y'all know how this goes.
Acting like he doesn't know who Tyreek Hill is. That's what he does.
Man, I hope Spags wouldn't do that because you would think that he learned his lesson against Jamar Chase. That kept us from a title. I think we beat the Rams in the Super Bowl.
I think we would beat the Rams.
I think we beat the Rams
every time.
I will hope that he has learned his lesson with that on the third. Well, that was last year. Not even the AFC Championship game. The week 16 or 17 game last year, whenever that was. It was that 3rd and 17, bro. And he was it Ward on Chase or Fenton? Might have been
Ward.
Left him one-on-one with him, and Jamar Chase tore that ass up, man. Him and that's where him and Burrow is special, man. My wife, she's from Cincinnati, and she was just asking, right. And I got to hear that from them.
Man.
Yeah, I can't say shit. I can't say
Don't worry
nothing.
about it. We spending the block, though.
Right, exactly. We're gonna get it back. So she asked me, she was like, what makes Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, how did they do that? And I was telling her, look, it's all about repetition and you knowing what to do against the exact defense you knowing what to do against the defense that is lined up a certain way. Like if they're in man, okay, you're gonna go right. Or if they're in zone, then you need to find the zone, you need to find the soft spot or whatever. And they know these things in the back of their head. So whenever I learned from Chris Sims, he said that whenever you play man on man against the Bengals, and they send a guy in motion and they see that Jamar Chase is man on man with somebody and there's 3 on the other side, he's going to Jamar Chase the whole time, 10 out of 10. He ain't going nowhere else. So, repetition and them knowing each other and doing things at LSU and now doing it in Cincinnati, don't underwrite that. That means a lot. That's why Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey are so special. Because they got the repetition and they've done this thing in and out and a million and zillion times that they know what to do without even looking at each other. That's what happened against the Chargers a couple weeks ago on Sunday Night Football.
And don't forget that little arm extension that Chase loved to do too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he looked like to me working it like a vet.
He does. I'm a bit jealous of it, actually.
And the thing is, in that play, let's go to the playoff game with Fenton, because Fenton is already an aggressive player. But man, if he extending his arms, it's fair game at that point. I'm gonna do what I want to do too. So I don't, I feel like the Chiefs be letting the Bengals defenders off a little bit. Like I don't think they're as physical with them as I would like. They got to do that to Tyreek and them, though, if they come to Arrowhead.
Good luck.
All right. Hey, Boogie, lay out. I'll take it from around the room, but lay out me a convincing Super Bowl run from the playoffs to the Super Bowl. Let's say you end up with the 1 seed.
Okay.
Then second game, you play, who would you probably play? Cincinnati? It'll be who would you play in the first game?
If you're the 1 seed, you might play like Tennessee or maybe the Chargers if they win.
But if the Chiefs get the bye week, that means we would take the lowest seed available, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee, we all think probably would lose first round, whoever they play.
Yeah. And they would play. They would play like. If Tennessee would be the 4 seed, they would play the 5 seed. They would play the highest wild card.
Mm-hmm. Which would be how about if they ran through the Chargers, Cincinnati, and then Buffalo?
They gonna lose to the Chargers. Tennessee.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the Chiefs. What if their playoff run was Chargers? I don't think it could be Cincinnati or Buffalo. It was Cincinnati and Buffalo.
Yeah, I don't think it can be both of them because then
One of them
will
got
have
to
to play each
other
other that
out,
next
right?
round, that second round.
I gotta look at a playoff seed. Anybody got a
Look,
playoff seed?
the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to have to see the Bengals or the Bills,
Yep.
or both, starting in the divisional round. I think.
So who would you prefer?
At this, I don't think that matters, for the simple fact that the Chiefs ain't beat them. Was it Nick Wright that pointed out the fact that the Chiefs, or was it Ron the show Hughley that pointed out the fact that the Chiefs are like 1-6 versus both of these teams the last 2 years or so? The Chiefs got to bring their A game, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts with 15. Not like against these guys. It ain't no more room for error against none of these teams, to be honest with you, because I'm gonna piggyback off the question you asked about a successful Super Bowl run. There's no more room for error. It ain't no more, I'm gonna just try to squeeze this pill in. We got to get ready for these guys. We got to get ready for this playoff run. And they got to stomp through the Texans. They got to get their lick back against Denver, because I felt better about the loss against Cincinnati than I did the win against Denver. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did. But they got to bring their A game every single week, starting this week against Houston. They got to, and that's a successful Super Bowl run to me.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather us play the Bengals first game, get this shit out the way, man. I need to know. That's just me. I need to know if we can do it or not. It's a fork in the road. Is we gonna roll through it or what we gonna do, man? I don't want to get to the AFC Championship and lose to them again, man. I'd rather just lose early, bro. I can't do it.
Oh, come on now.
No,
you can go through another playoff run.
Well, to me, if we played the Bengals early, even if we beat them, hypothetically, shit, I wouldn't really be worried about too much after the Bengals. I still think Buffalo got a good chance against us, but I think we could beat Buffalo. To me, Buffalo and Bengals are the only teams I'm worried about. I'm not worried about Baltimore. I'm not.
How do you feel that fear plays into the game? Do you think there's a fear of we can't beat these guys?
Yeah.
I don't
think
I think because, all right, I think that this is we're in the middle of a rebuilding year, y'all, to be honest with you. If you think about the Chiefs and half the roster was gone last year, and we got all these young guys this year, they ain't thinking about the AFC Championship game. Patrick and Kelsey and Chris Jones, they might. But I think they're professional enough to get through that. Just how they got through the Tampa Bay Super Bowl loss. Just how they got through the Tom Brady and the Patriots coming in here to Arrowhead in 2018 and beating us. And next year you get your own Super Bowl run. So, man, I think these guys are professional athletes, and it'll be different if the Bengals were just absolutely kicking our ass. They won all these games by 3 funky ass points, man. These are coin flip games. It was a playoff game at Cincinnati in their house. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. Just like Buffalo. We had the ball trying to potentially go down to score a touchdown against the Bills. Patrick got a little too advantageous, threw a pick. He'll learn from that. I got confidence that this team will be better come January. So whether it's the Bengals, Bills, 85 Bears, 2000 Ravens, the 95 Chiefs, bring who you want. I think 15 is really trying to lock down another MVP.
Do you think that's in the back of their head? As a Bengals fan, I would be thinking, yeah, we beat them 3 times, but it was less than 10 points. Like combined. Like we beat them we only got them by 3. They were in every game. It could have went either way every game. We've never really just beat them down, like for real.
You don't have to beat them down like that, though. Because if you even just think about Brady and Manning's legacy, Brady was kicking Manning's ass for a long time, bro.
And continue to.
Huh? He was.
And he continued to.
Yeah, he was. I mean, but I'm talking about before Peyton even got over that, Brady was killing them, man, every year.
Yep.
And you can't tell me if we lose to the Bengals in the playoffs, that's not going to be in their head. That's going to be 4 straight times they didn't beat us. Now, in the playoffs twice in Arrowhead.
Okay, now you talking about post. You talking about post this game. I'm talking about going into this game. Now, post game, I agree with you. If the Chiefs go 0-4 against these guys, like, man, come on, like what is it gonna take?
Yeah.
But I man, I said this about them getting 3 straight over us. But boy, oh boy, it would be mighty embarrassing. And man, Therese Paley, you know we love him. R.I.P. Man. He said, over my dead body game. I think we would see the absolute best out of Patrick Mahomes, Eric Bieniemy, and the rest of the guys. I think the guys will want to fight for Patrick to win that game for him. You know what I'm saying? To not have, because they're gonna be, look, man, they gonna drill it in our ears that whole week on every single station. And if it's the playoffs, it's really condensed because it'll be only about 4 or 5 or 6 games or whatever, right? So then NFL Network, they're gonna be talking all this shit. And the Bengals own the Chiefs. They're 3 straight. Joe Burrow, blah 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 blah. Macaulay Culkin, they're gonna be doing all this bullshit, right? And then you go to ESPN, they're gonna be on that same bullshit. And then if you watch Shannon and Skip, they gonna be on that bullshit. The only person that's gonna be repping for us and telling the absolute truth and giving us any sense of confidence is gonna be our dog Nick Wright, representing for the town like he always do. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna get drilled into their heads, bro. Because as much as these athletes, as much as they say that they don't pay attention to this stuff, they do. They human just like us. They are professional athletes. They have some of the biggest egos on this planet right now, fam. And for somebody to be talking down on them and their team and telling them what they can't do, everybody's going to be predicting that the Bengals are going to be 4-0 against the Chiefs under Joe Burrow. They're going to get tired of hearing that shit. And that goes around the locker room. And Andy Reid is going to hammer that down because Andy Reid can get petty too. We've seen it. He does it in a little sneaky way, but he gets down too. They're not going to be wanting to hear that for Patrick, talking about the Bengals going 4-0 over us. So I got the ultimate confidence in this team against whoever wants to smoke.
All I'm going to say is if we lose to Buffalo or the Bengals in the playoff, man, how they going to talk about Mahomes going to be bad, man.
It's going to be a dirty offseason.
Oh,
he haven't played the last couple times against them.
Man.
In the playoffs, he looked bad. Second half, it's
going to be insufferable. The offseason is going to be miserable around
It's going to be crazy if we lose to either one of them teams, man.
It's not going to happen. I think too. I think if I'm the Bengals, like part of me is like, okay, it's coming because at some point the other shoe's going to drop, and I think there's no way we're losing a 4th time to them. I think they're going to make the adjustments. I don't think, like someone in the comments said, situationally, they were just better. They're not better. So if we go out and we play better situational football, Andy doesn't do boneheaded play calling, which I don't think he will, then I think we can beat them. I think it's only a matter of time, and I think the time is in the playoffs. I'd be scared if I'd be like, oh, shit. We beat them 3 times, but they're really good. Like, it's got to happen this time, right? Like,
man, I think we got them right where we want them.
Yeah, get your lick in the regular season. That's cool. Get it in the regular. You know, because coming into that game, the Chiefs had 2 losses. And on Arrowhead Airlines, I asked the guys, I was like, bro, so y'all don't think the Chiefs going to lose no more this season? And most of the guys were like, no. Some of the guys were like, yeah, maybe. It's like, man, look, I knew another lick was coming. And it was either going to be against the Bengals, or I thought it would have been against Seattle, to be honest with you. But I think the Chiefs took their lick, and hopefully they learned. They didn't learn last week, that's for sure. But I really honestly think that I believe in photographic memories, and I believe in letting sharks are born in water. You got to let these young guys play and get experience. And, man, look, and even let's go back to that Bengals game real quick. The last play where T. Higgins caught the game-sealing first down. Bro, Joshua Williams is on his hip. He's on his hip. Trent McDuffie, okay, we saw, he was getting routed or whatever. And Joshua Williams himself even had, a couple plays in the game where Jamar Chase was really routing him up. But, fam, Joshua Williams was on I think that was T. Higgins. He was on his hip. And it just so happens that Joe Burrow, man, he just has a way to maneuver in the pocket whenever that pressure is just coming right there in his face. And you think, damn, we got his ass. And he slithers on up with that footwork. And he knows how to get out of trouble. And he delivered that ball right where it needed to be. It was right between the 8 and the 5 in that man's hands. He couldn't have handed the ball any better to T. Higgins on that play. So, man, I was encouraged by, for the most part. There was some spots where I was like, damn, y'all look kind of bad. But I'm confident that those defensive backs will hold up, man, against Cincinnati in the playoffs.
All right, enough about them. We do have a game this week. This is how bad this game is.
I
Nobody
know.
really wants to talk about this game.
Nothing to say.
Texans are doing a college system where they have two quarterbacks, and if you have two quarterbacks, Boogie, how many quarterbacks do you have?
0.
They are bitten by the injury bug. Their injury report is scary. It's
no starting corners, right?
No corners.
The rookie ain't playing.
Back, no, Sting.
Pierce ain't playing.
He's out. He's out.
They got injuries.
Man, this is a National Football League, man. Field. You're not finna do this to me. This is the National Football League, dog.
Pierce not playing, running back.
Man, I get it, but they got Burkhead.
They still gonna come out. They gonna fight.
That's what I'm saying. It's a National Football League.
Mm-hmm.
Like we thought we were supposed to steamroll the Rams. Look, man, the talent pool in the National Football League, for most purposes, is about this wide. You got some superior players. 15, 87, 95. Those are our superior players. But the rest of the guys are with the pack for the most part. And that's what makes those guys so special. But, man, look, it's the NFL, fam. Those guys are professionals. They got families at home. They got something to prove, too. So I'm not saying that the Chiefs are in danger of losing. But what I am saying is don't be surprised if it's close.
No.
Don't be surprised. Hold on, Callie. I'm sorry. Don't be surprised if what?
If it's close.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But no, he's making a good point. I mean, they played Dallas, and believe me, we're a much better team than Dallas. But they held their own there, and they were in it. And these are players that have something to prove for next season. They're going to give it their all. And I know that they're playing with backups, but the Chiefs have a tendency to play down to their level too. So I think it's going to be a combination of both. So as much as it should be like 35-0 or something, it's going to be probably like a 1-score game, and we're all going to be doing this halfway through it.
This is my thing. I think they put a lot of emphasis on that Dallas game. Can they come back out with that same type of energy?
That's the Governor's Cup, right? For them?
The Governor's Cup.
No, Dallas, Houston went there for like their little Governor's Cup or whatever. So I can
they got one
for Dallas. But
okay. Yeah.
I don't see them getting up like that again, country.
I
know what
I don't see
saying, Brian,
them bringing that same intensity
NFL,
that they brought to Dallas.
It is the NFL, but at some point you got to have talent. I mean, you can't go too far without talent.
Yeah, you do got to have some Jimmys and Joes. Yeah, most certainly.
And I feel like the Texans, they didn't want to win this year anyway. They hired Lovie Smith. Really didn't even want to hire Lovie Smith. They probably go fire Lovie Smith when this season over.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
You think he'll be gone? Okay.
Yeah. I think they only hired him because of the Rooney Rule and all that stuff was going on with help me. D coordinator now.
Brian Flores.
Brian
Flores.
Flores.
It was definitely that. I mean,
they were about to hire Josh McCown, a guy who hasn't coached nothing.
So it was PR. They had to do that to make it look good. Lovie Smith, like you said, they're using two quarterbacks. How serious do we really think they're taking this year? It looked like to me that they're trying to get a quarterback next year. You start two quarterbacks. Everybody's out tomorrow. I mean, this weekend. I think we underestimating Denver being our rivals. They know our playbook. They know us. And
they tired of getting their ass whooped.
Right. We beat them every year. Every time since like 2015. Like they're out to prove that they can beat us. Just like if we were losing to the Bengals for the next 5 years, we would be ready to beat them as we are after 3 games.
Do you think they started to pack their bags and start booking them vacations
in Houston?
Maui look good around this, 3 weeks from now.
1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Oh yeah, for sure. Brandon Cook's ready to go, man. He been ready.
He been ready to go since the deadline.
Yeah, he should have never signed that death row contract, man. He shouldn't did it, man. He knew he wasn't supposed to sign that. Now he want to get out.
A cash money contract.
Yeah, he signed with Birdman, man. He ain't getting out of there now. I just don't- and I seen Chuck in the comments saying we won't cover.
Man, look,
Chuck is.
Man.
I hope, man, Boogie, I hope so. But bro, like Kylie said, like we play down to our comp.
That's a fact.
We do, man. And I'm just, I don't know. I think the Chiefs the key to this is to do what they did last week, except Patrick not throw them damn interceptions. Chiefs was up 27-0 on these dudes, dog. So they was really, I thought that the offense was well buttoned up in that first half. It's just that, Patrick wanted to have a little fun, and that's fine. He can do that. Just don't lose the game, fam. But if the Chiefs get a stranglehold on the Texans, they could nail it in. I could see a situation where they like, I can't wait for these next 2 hours to be done with. But the Chiefs gotta have that killer mentality, dog. They gotta stomp on guys and stomp on them again until they dead.
I wish I could have. I wish I could pull up Pat's games after a terrible game.
Look at the Tampa Bay game this year. Tampa Bay game. He went out and chopped suey the Buccaneers all night long. Chiefs could have scored 50 points that night.
That's what I'm saying. I would love to see his bounce back games when he's had a bad game. He's had 6 bad games in 6 years, probably. How many really terrible games has Pat had?
Can't have
this last game
MVP.
These last 2 games wasn't that good. But I mean, we grade Mahomes different also. I'm not grading Mahomes like I'm grading these other quarterbacks. Like we judging him up here. His standards is up here. So per his standards, to me, he done had 2 or 3 bad games back to back.
You got to get rid of that shit.
I'm trying to. What excuse did we make? I'm
nothing. I'm not even listening to his shit.
He talking about. I'm sorry for Brian. Brian is. He hasn't been to the show in a while. This guy, he's a Bengals fan, and he loves his AFC Championship ring.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm glad they won their Super Bowl earlier this year. Too bad we don't win the real one.
That's all that was.
That's
Hold on. Look, if he looked right behind Brian, it say champion right there.
Oh yeah, you see it.
Oh, okay. I can't.
You see it. It's
see
right. Bengals ain't got no. Hey, if you doing a treasure hunt, you can't go to Cincinnati. It ain't no hardware up there, fam. It's nothing.
Okay.
It's nothing. No metal. You don't need no metal detector up there. No hardware. Zero. So I don't know what they talk about in Cincinnati. The Cleveland ain't got one either. So the whole state of Ohio, there's no hardware there. Get up out of here with this. We got just as many Super Bowls y'all do have NFL franchises in your whole state.
Ooh.
What you want to do?
He hits where it hurts.
I try to.
Speaks the truth. Speaks the truth, though.
Country.
You said what?
The Wire meme, man.
Right. Oh, indeed.
You feel? Hey, Quinn Levy. I hope I said your name right. In the chat, they don't even got an indoor practice facility, fam. And they in Cincinnati. It's colder in Cincinnati than it is in Kansas City. What are you doing? You making these guys practice outside in below 40, minus 40 wind chill?
We gonna get off the small topic. You see this comment, B?
What's that?
Mahomes games after 3 interceptions.
49 to 85.
549 yards and 7.
Saying. Levi Max with the stats. I'm just saying, bro.
And Texas don't have the best defense.
Sorry, Texans.
Actually, but they got the worst defense.
Yeah, they literally 32.
Without both they starting corners, just don't beat yourself, man.
Facts.
Don't.
Honestly, yes.
And we was talking about this last episode. You said something about Mahomes' turnovers. It's not just about him turning the ball over. It's about the Chiefs as a whole turning the ball over this year. These last 4 weeks we were saying on the last show, we did no turnover.
Man,
let's get
that's what I'm saying,
with the turnover ratio to finish the year going into the playoffs. That's what we need.
And
So
look,
we asked this question last episode. Kylie wasn't here. What would you need to feel better about Mahomes in this game, stat wise? I think we agreed on what? Will we agree on, Boogie? 3 touchdowns, about 350 yards, no interceptions. Would that get you right? What would okay? Better question. What would Pat need to do to get back to the head of the MVP conversation? In your
win with
opinion?
no turnovers.
Right. He just needs to have a clean game.
That's it.
Yes.
I mean,
He can have an
I don't want him to go out
Mahomes
there.
game.
Right. And if we're winning by too much, like I would assume it's a Henny game at some point. Like if it is as clean and as good as we're stomping them as much as we are.
Oh, I
He's not
had
gonna
no
play the
doubt
whole
that
game.
Henny was coming in. I had tweeted the Hennessy meme and everything. I had no doubt Henny was coming in against
Week early, bro. That's it. But
So,
we haven't
just a
talked
clean
about
game.
this. Also, is McCole and Tony coming back this week?
No, they shouldn't.
I would say
This is
I
why
would bet
disagree.
more on McCole coming back than Kadarius. I think they really gonna preserve Kadarius. Maybe that Raiders game you might see him a couple plays, but I think they really trying to hold him for the playoffs and really not show his packages too much for the entire league to see. Y'all get what I'm saying. But
but
I
B,
think
this is
the Chiefs
why-
they need McCole Hardman. All the red zone been strugglesville for the past 3-4 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is why I say Tony though needs to. He doesn't have how many reps does he have with Mahomes?
Not a
He
lot.
got
He
about
doesn't-
less than 30, right? They need to get some reps. They need to get some live reps in. Mahomes.
They
and
do
Tony.
they for sure need reps, but I also would tell you that when he came in against the Jags, like that was his first game, and they acted like they had all sorts of chemistry right away. So while I do feel like he needs a few reps, I'm sure he'll get some. I don't really want to see them play McCole very much this weekend. I just don't think there's a need for him. And if there's another week of rest there, that'd be great. And also, I said this earlier, but give me more Sky Moore targets. Okay. Yeah. I want more Sky Moore, and this is the weekend for it. And I want to see more Pacheco, and I want to see more of the run game. So, yeah.
Yeah, more. I'm definitely down for more Sky Moore targets, especially when I feel like Andy Reid gave him the confidence after dropping the third punt against the Rams, and he immediately went out and gave that man the ball and let him make some plays. I'm definitely signing up for that. I don't understand why he's not in the game more anyway. I really don't. Instead of trying to hit these deep shots to MVS, who's gonna drop it. Just run the ball, fam, and everything else is gonna open up.
Come on, Kevin. I was just with you too, man. Come on, don't do that. We need Melvin Gordon come playoff time, man.
Against the Broncos.
Short yardage. Melvin Gordon
Are we gonna
is our
see?
best
Are we gonna
option,
see?
man.
Are we gonna see Ronald Jones get any?
Bye, man.
I would love to see one of those running backs get cut for Damian Williams.
I was just about to be you right. I was just about to say.
Yeah, we here. Why this loser in the comments talking about once 90% of the 90% of Chiefs fans gonna be leaving Mahomes. Okay, bro, whatever. Right. Have fun with Joe Burrow while y'all have him, because last time I checked, the Cincinnati Bengals are the stingiest team in the league when it comes to giving out contracts, and Joe Burrow ain't finna play no games with y'all, especially when there's an owner in Miami who wants him. And who's advantageous, or in Carolina too. But be that as it may. What's up, Boogie?
You got to pay Chase too, man.
Yeah,
you feel me? Higgins, boy,
and they got to pay Higgins.
Like we had to pay Tyreek. It's gonna be the same price.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And it is gonna be a high price for Burrow. Burrow got him to the bowl. It's gonna be a high price. Look, bro. Look. Let's get. I don't mean to run the show or nothing like that, but this is a hot topic because of the Deshaun Watson contract, dog. What he got $230 million guaranteed, right? Why do you think Lamar Jackson ain't signed with the Ravens yet? One, two. What has Deshaun Watson done?
Yeah, not shit.
He has no accolades. Lamar Jackson got an MVP. Burrow got a Super Bowl appearance. What the hell you think my agent finna ask for if you gave this man 230 M's guaranteed?
Yeah,
it's gonna be a reckoning,
after
dog.
they got rid of everybody.
Thank God the Chiefs got Patrick for $500 million. Thank God.
Look,
Yeah.
it's easy to go to the Super Bowl when you got your franchise quarterback on that rookie contract, man. It's easy. You can go sign this $20 million player, this $20 million defender. But once that quarterback start taking up $50 million a year, then your receiver taking up 30, then you still got to pay Higgins. You still got to pay. It's gonna be.
Oh, they only paying one of the receivers. The receiver market exploding as we speak. Because Justin Jefferson, what you think he finna ask for?
22.
Yeah, he gonna ask more. He gonna ask more than Tyreek.
Yeah, what Tyreek get?
Tyreek got 30.
23.
No, Tyreek got 30. I think. What you think Justin Jefferson finna ask for?
I need at least.
He's starting at Tyreek Hill. That's the floor.
What
I was
Devontae
just
Adams
mad
get?
that he said rings with an S, like they got multiple rings. Like, no, y'all got one ring.
They've been to 2 AFC championships, haven't they?
Who?
The Bengals in their whole life.
Oh no. They done been to
They
what,
got blew
3?
out.
They done been to a bunch.
Yeah, San Francisco kicked their ass a couple times.
Kittle.
So they
Kittle
got two. They got 2 rings. Count them rings right, man. They got 2 rings.
Who got 2 rings?
2 AFC championship rings?
The Bengals?
Yeah.
Oh, they got 3. They got 3 AFC championship rings.
Okay.
It still don't equal not one Super Bowl, but
no.
Yeah, they got what was the Indianapolis Colts? Don't they got a AFC finalist banner? Yeah.
It's not college. You don't get points for being in the Final Four.
Man.
That's almost more. Never mind. This Texans game is gonna be hard to keep focus on, bro.
And it's a noon game. Oh my god! Like the next couple games is noon games. I can't stand these.
I know y'all like noon games.
I ain't complaining.
I want a 305 game.
Why?
I ain't complaining. Man, I wake up at 5 o'clock every day, bro. I'm good.
Oh hell.
I'm good at 12. I'm good with it. I ain't gotta wait.
I'm a 3:30.
Yeah.
3:30. 3 o'clock.
325 is a nice balance. You can even get an extra game to get you hyped up and get you in the spirit. Noon game to get you in the spirit, and then settle right into that 3:30 game.
See, that's the thing.
Is kind of hard though.
Yeah, especially if you gotta wake up at 4:30 on a Monday morning.
Yeah.
But look, so do y'all got red zone?
Yeah, Boogie got red zone, don't you?
Bro, so this is the number 1 reason, the number 2 reason why I don't like noon games. All the cracking games be at noon. Bro, the window from like 2 p.m. to like 3:30, it is the wild, wild west on red zone, fam. It's score here, score there. This team's coming back. This team was down 30. Now they coming back. Like, fam, I ain't trying to miss all that action. We gotta watch us play the Texans at noon.
But listen, what if I told you you're not gonna miss that this weekend?
Oh,
yeah, we got
I
3
see
games
that.
on Saturday, huh?
You gonna be able to switch and do that.
See, I gotta watch the whole game, man. I gotta analyze what Jody Fortson is doing in the 4th quarter, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see how many sacks Andrew Wiley give up.
Hey, now B is a dedicated Chiefs fan. B, when is the last time you did not finish a game?
Shit.
Outside of a medical emergency or a family emergency, when have you never not watched a complete game?
This is like 92.
That's a felony, man. Like, not watch the whole game? What?
Yeah, probably since I was like, bro, like in 93. From 93 on, I just like, and I used to get in trouble sometimes because, church be getting in the way sometimes of the, I love the Lord. I love the Lord. Yes, I do. And shouts to whoever got the Joe Delaney name in the chat. I appreciate that. I love Joe Delaney. I love the Lord. But it's plenty of times, dog, where I would just have an attitude because I'm like, we missing the first quarter. I get mad we missed the first quarter. I like to watch the pregame show. I like to do all that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I probably ain't missed a game since like 92.
What's your routine? What is okay? Brian B. Shynin house, big TV, sound system, perfect game. What's your setup?
Right here in the little Chiefs cave, get real comfortable around,
What you drinking on? What you eating?
Water. drinking water. I ain't drank alcohol since like the middle of 2020. I had to stop during the pandemic. I just did not like how I felt or none of that. But water, I appreciate you, dog. But maybe a legal loud pack. You feel me? I know Boogie feel me. Yeah. Oh, Kylie, you feel me too? Okay. All right. Yeah.
There we go.
It's loud pack friendly on the show. That's what I like. But like beforehand, I probably wake up at like 10, about 10:30. My Minister Society voice. Pray to the Lord real quick. But now, like recently, I've been going to church lately, but we'll do non-church for now. So get up, I get my gambling picks in because I gamble to myself. I haven't actually had the nuts to go out in Kansas and do it yet because I hate losing money. So I do my gambling picks, I do my regular picks, watch the pregame shows, get your loud pack going, have maybe an orange or two at like 11 o'clock while James Brown's hairline is fluctuating on CBS. Right. So and then you turn the red zone at 11:59, right? You turn the red zone and you let it take you away. Sky Hansen, he got you on lock for the next 7 hours. And if the Chiefs is in there, though, we'll say the Chiefs play at like 3:25, get you a little prayer in to like 3:20, get my tweets in, get my welcome video to my Chiefs mount up tweet. You know what I'm saying? I get that ready for Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all that. Get all that out of the way. And I'm locked in, baby. I put my volume on 57 because we going to win Super Bowl 57. You think I'm playing? I ain't lying about that. I do. All right. Analyze the game. Talk stuff with John on Twitter. And I'm look at the 49ers, and I'm just completely locked in from that point on. You know what I'm saying? For real. So that's it with me. I just need no distractions. That's all. No distractions at all. I might have some day old Chipotle too. I might have some of that to eat.
Okay.
From Jazz.
Day old Chipotle.
I still ain't had Jazz Chipotle. I mean, I'm thinking of Rotel. I still ain't had Jazz Rotel.
It's cool, but mine better though.
Oh, fighting words. I feel like,
bro, I cooked some. Look, so last night I got a little adventurous, right? I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've been knowing people from St. Louis for like almost 20 years now, and I have never had this famous fried rice. I ain't. So I looked up on YouTube on how to make it from somebody from St. Louis, of course. I whipped up some fried rice last night, y'all. Fire. Telling you, go do that. Go get you. This is what you do. You get you an egg. You get you some rice, some white rice. You get you some soy sauce, and you gotta have some green onion. The green onion is the key to this thing, right? So you put the oil in, you let it heat up, and then you crack the egg. You put the egg in, you scramble that joint, and then you put your rice in. You gotta have your rice already done, though. I'm not telling you to take the box of rice and pour it in there. The rice already got to be done. And then you put the rice in, you put the soy sauce in, and you whip that thing up. You whip it up until it's nice golden brown. Oh my God, go do that. I'm telling y'all, go do that and enjoy yourself. Now go buy your crab rangoon from somebody else because I don't know how to make that shit, but it's so delicious. All right, but if you do, make mine extra crispy.
Another question about your perfect game. We setting up the perfect game experience for Brian B. Shynin.
All right.
Are you listening to Mitch? Or you listen to the broadcast?
I love Mitch. I do. I just want to say that first off, Mitch is the number one Chiefs fan.
Exactly.
Nobody's messing with him.
Nobody.
Not my boy Shaggy Shane, not you, not Kylie, not Boogie, not Hank Stram. Nobody.
I'll take a step down for Mitch. I give it that.
For real, dog.
Mitch, bro.
You got to give it up to that dude, man. He is a legend. I love and respect him so much. I love Mitch Holtis.
Cool in person,
but yeah, man, super cool dude, man.
Cool in person.
But I gotta watch the broadcast. I need it. First off, it don't match up, and I need it. Like, let's say Mitch is saying touchdown, Kansas City, and it's like 5 seconds before, and I'm like Patrick Mahomes almost getting sacked. Like, fam, I'm gonna have an aneurysm trying to keep up with that, fam. I got, and I love my television broadcasters. I really do. And I wish, since it's 12 o'clock, damn it, put Gus Johnson on for us. Put him on. Bring
We
Akeem Philippe. He didn't have nothing to do with that shooting. Put him back on and
He been
put him
real
on with
quiet.
Gus Johnson.
Real quiet. Oh, we got Trent Green this week, right?
We got Trent Green and
with us,
Kevin
man.
Harlan finally.
Why we on
Alright.
okay, I love
You
Trent Green.
guys.
We on the D list this week. The Texans did not Patrick Mahomes to
Yeah.
Trent Green
Just 2
territory.
straight weeks, man.
Hold up.
2 straight weeks.
Hold
I can
up.
understand Iron Eagle, but not Trent Green.
No. We got Kevin Harlan though. Kevin Harlan is the
Alright,
voice of an
okay.
angel. You
Kevin
got
Harlan is
yeah.
You're right, Kylie.
He's
Is
amazing.
Kevin Harlan and Trent Green this week?
Yes.
That's what
You're
he
right.
said. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're
He
good
said.
then, man. We're good. We're good.
Okay, yeah,
Kevin
we
Harlan's
good.
gonna like.
I forgot Kevin Harlan. So yeah, this is gonna be a very flavorful broadcast for the Chiefs. It's gonna be a lot of Chiefs seasonings, a lot of stats that we didn't know about. Because Trent Green, Kim and Kevin Harlan, they ain't paying no attention to no Texans and they stats and what they doing. They all Chiefs this week.
Y'all
It's
know
gonna be
Kevin
good.
Harlan's still in the Chiefs Hall of Fame for that last call when we went to the Super Bowl.
I'm
Against the
calling
Dolphins,
both
yeah.
games.
It's Patrick.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
that
final
when it's over, actually.
question. We setting up Brian Bichon's perfect Chiefs game. Blowout, close win, last second field goal. What we doing?
Ooh, I don't know. I love a nice little last second win because them be the most memorable games. The Bills game last year and fam, I think my wife got me on video talking about, take y'all punk asses back to Buffalo with y'all weak ass chicken wings and y'all weak ass sauce and marinate over that shit over the offseason. I said something to that effect. So, bro, I really like my boy Kingston the dog. He be going crazy. He be barking because I be going crazy. And bro, the Chargers game. Oh, if they would have had me on film after the Chargers game last year when Kelsey got that touchdown in overtime. Oh, I was going ape shit in here, fam. But man, them blowouts be so fun on social media. It do. The blowouts they do. I get to really like dig in my bag and really like, a Charger pack going up tonight or a Bengal pack. I can't wait to smoke one of them. I can't wait, man. I'm waiting.
I got some shit put away for that shit. I promise you. Just for that. I promise you I do.
Hey, he gonna be like Leonardo DiCaprio on Wolf of Wall Street. He's trying to get into the car. That's the stash he got put away for the Bengals win.
Private stock.
You need some Pineapple Express or something like that.
No.
That's a good question, though. I never really thought about that, though.
Between the social media fun or the in-game memories, I'll go with a close game, man, because that Bills game was it was classic, amazing. Man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's always good to rewatch the close games once you know what's gonna happen, and then you can really like savor in all those like last minute plays, and you're like, oh, it's okay.
I hate rewatching the losses.
Yeah.
No. I hate that.
Watching that Bengals AFC Championship game was just so hard, man. It was
bad.
Yeah, but I was there, so I had to. When you're at the game, it's a totally different watch than when you watch it on TV. Mm-hmm. So I had to go back and watch that. And, man, it was just as bad as watching the Super Bowl loss and the AFC Championship game versus the Patriots. It was really bad, especially when it was up 21-3.
I got a video of me at that Patriots game when that D4 shit happened. Oh my god.
Oh god. Oh, before we go, John, we got to get on Boogie and how he get on players, and I wanted to know, like I call a player can't get right, pass can't get right is Demarcus Robinson. He was my can't get right because he used to run backwards. Demetrius Harris, he used to do a lot of bullshit on the field. I used to call him can't get right. Phillip Gaines, William Barty, the list can go on and on and on. Harvey Williams, you know what I'm saying? Ty Blackledge. It's a lot of can't get rights. All right. Who is your can't get right for this team right now? Who you can't wait to yell at them. You can't wait to mess them up.
On this current team?
Mm-hmm.
Well, mine would be Clyde probably or MVS. But Country might say Juan.
I was gonna mention Juan Thornhill. Mine is Andrew Wiley. Highway 77.
That's
the lanes are always open, fam. For somebody to come wreck Patrick Mahomes in the backfield. I can't wait for them to move on from him. I cannot wait.
Look,
I would say, yeah.
Me and Quinn are
MVS
vibing
or
right
Wiley
now.
for sure. Before Fenton left, it was totally Fenton for me, just because I was like, what? Every time. But he's gone now, so I'll say Wiley. MVS.
Spam the chat. Who y'all got in the chat?
Orlando Brown. Yep.
You knew this was coming.
Mm-hmm.
That was coming.
He's itching up there.
Golly, that man. I low key feel bad for him, but I don't, because he, the Chiefs gave him a contract, and thank God he didn't sign it, because I think they know now they probably need to move on. But if I'm Orlando Brown, and I know the right tackle money ain't left tackle money, but fam, you would be so good at right tackle if he would just move there. But I don't know.
And it's hard because you watch the franchise, and Orlando Brown seems like one of the coolest teammates, like a very energetic person, like he's good in the locker room.
Ooh, Dave Todd.
It's just on the field, it's just not matching.
He can't keep up with the speed rushers, bro. Simple as that. That ain't his game. We knew that when he came here from Baltimore.
I was just finna say this ain't like this just happened though.
Yeah.
Right.
But at the time though, for real, at the time I was with the trade though, because we needed, man, that we was coming off that Super Bowl loss. And I'm like, man, we need answers for this offensive line, because we knew our tackles wasn't coming back, and they wasn't gonna be the same. So at the time,
Baltimore was crazy for trading them. We all agreed there. Like Baltimore tripping.
But man,
I still think we won the trade, but I just don't think we won it as much as we thought we did.
Yeah,
true that.
Yeah.
Dave Todd is a good one though. He's definitely this year's can't get right, because it ain't even just Bucker missing kicks.
No,
it's certain coaching decisions that he's making that's like, fam, the Sky Moore stuff, the fake punt against the Rams that they got off. It's been more than just what you see.
Getting the kickoff and letting it go out right there. Catching it right there at like the 1 yard line. It's been a lot. Special teams been just trash this whole
disaster.
Yeah.
Which is so unlike him.
Right.
It's just unlike him. Yeah. Unlike us.
The first.
All right.
Better
go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, since we got B on here, who's like I said, he's in my top 5 Chiefs fans. Pat Mahomes made a throw this weekend. I need your top 5 Patrick Mahomes throws. And where is that throw? Ooh. First of all, is that throw in there?
The one to McKinnon?
Yes.
Baltimore Ravens, 4th down in 2018 regular season game.
Yeah.
Okay.
No order. We just
no order. Chris Conley against the Niners.
That was
week 3, 2018, when he ran around. Left hand versus Denver Monday night.
Mm-hmm. That got me.
Man, this dude just made so many of these things, bro. And I don't even want to go with the goofy throws for real.
What about the Tampa Bay Clyde? That one earlier this year.
How about I was gonna say the Justin Watson one against the Chargers. I thought that was a tremendous throw on JC Jackson towards the middle. See, he throws like that I really like. I'm like, damn. But man, the goofy throws is the one that gets the attention. Like in that Baltimore Ravens game, that's the same game where he did the no look. The first time where he did the no look. Jet Chip Wasp. That's got to be it.
I was waiting. I know. I was like, you got to say it.
Got to. Kylie, thank you for having my back. Quinn Levy. That in the comments, against the Titans for DeMarcus Robinson. Hell yeah. Ooh, and that started it all right there. We knew from that point on, just like when Travis Kelce caught that ball against Cincinnati in the preseason, and he just outran everybody for like 70 yards, including cornerbacks. I was like, whoa, what the hell is this?
Here's
one about the deep one to Atlanta against Tyreek.
Oh, the effing Tyreek down there. That was in preseason too. Yeah. I think that was week 1 preseason.
Yep.
Yo, that was
Here's
wild.
one that don't get talked about a lot, but I thought it was just amazing, and I thought I've never seen anything like that. Indianapolis Colts playoff game. He throws around the defender, and the defender has he says, it's just me, Kelce, and the ball. He can't get around, and then next thing I know, Kelce is running down the field. It doesn't get the same fanfare as the other ones, but that was
so many, dog.
Amazing.
It's so many.
That was the one he threw to Travis, and he didn't even make the complete setup. He just like flicked it out there.
Yeah, I think that's against the Niners too. In 2018, he just floated
That
out there,
was a
and
hell of a
Kelsey,
throw.
like Kelsey was looking. I think he was looking inside, but then he had to switch it and flip outside. He had to flip his shoulders and go outside and get the ball. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's that chemistry, dog. That's the 10th. Like Matthew knows. He said, in order to be
Beyonce
Beyonce daddy, yeah. In order to be for real. And he was at our music conference like 6 years ago.
Shout out to Matthew Knows.
But he said, he got like a
Terrell, that's a good one.
Beyonce's little sister's like 7 years old. Y'all know that, right? Like, baby. But anyway, so he said that in order to be a master of something or to perfect something, you need at least 10,000 hours. So he wouldn't let Destiny's Child or Beyonce perform nothing on stage in front of nobody unless you got 10,000 hours worth of practice in. And that's what Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce is so special, and they can do what they want to do against whatever because they know what each other is thinking. And it don't hurt that Travis Kelce used to be a quarterback in high school and all of that, right?
At all. Doesn't help. Doesn't hurt at all. Let's do score predictions for. I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to do that.
Yeah.
I got one for you.
31-14, man.
31-14.
That's a good score.
That's a good. I'll take it. All
right, so you know, John, I'm a big Madden player, and
right.
And
I'm trying to set up Boogie versus Brian B. Shynin.
You can get you an L tonight.
Brian, don't do that, man.
No, don't do that to you. You don't do that.
Don't do
it's
that,
tension
bro.
in the air. It's tension in
PS5 B Shynin. We can run that. But anywho, look, I play the opponent every week, right? Just to, get myself ready to get familiar with the opponent, with the players, and who we going against. And I was down 20-7 in the first half. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was. I came back and I won 21-20. And that's how it's gonna go. Chiefs gonna win this game 21-20. Everybody in Kansas City gonna need blood pressure pills. Everybody's going to CVS and the Walgreens to go get your prescription filled because 21-20, the Chiefs are gonna win barely against the Texans.
Yeah, you see why I didn't want to do the scores?
Oh,
no. Brian, I can't have that happen.
What is going on with you,
better
I'm just saying, bro. Look, it can happen.
You better be wrong, man.
No.
I hope I am. I hope we win, but I hope we win by a lot. In that case, I hope we wrong. But look, man. Nobody? Y'all remember it was like week 10 or something, and the Buccaneers was going against the Panthers. The Panthers was like. They was like 1-8 or 1-9 or something like that. Nobody thought the Panthers was gonna win. They stomped Tampa Bay out. All right, they won like 20-3 or something like that. I'm just saying it's a National Football League, man.
Kylie, please save us. I don't know what Brian is talking about.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm like terrified for my life if Brian.
The comments is turning against Brian.
My bad, Cristal.
34-20. 34-20. I don't even think they're gonna score 20 points, but I'm going 34-20.
That's it. I'll take that. You know me, I don't do numbers. All I want is a W. Yeah. I'm gonna take that 14 though. I think we win by 2 scores.
If we went by 20-21 against the Texans, I don't want to hear nothing about no MVP. I'm telling y'all that now. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, it might be a wrap after that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But what did Jalen Hurts do against the Texans though? He didn't necessarily blow them out.
I would have to admit it's a wrap.
And they barely beat the Colts.
He threw for damn near 400 yards 2 weeks ago, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Patrick I'll call it like a Band-Aid game. Like, because right now it's a little ugly. He got a little gash on him from last week. He's still a little 400-yard, 4-touchdown performance, no interception performance to put on that little Band-Aid so people can forget about, last week's little 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
Man, Kevin, you got the Texans scoring 34 points on the Chiefs?
Damn.
Man, that's
Yeah, he said, "Oh, that I thought they said 24 at first, but he did say,
that's a
oh,
oh my god. Oh man.
yeah, he
Yeah, that
loves chaos."
Spags, Fire Spags gonna be trending Sunday evening. If they
Facts.
score 34
Yeah.
Sunday
points, and
to
I'm gonna be the first
Wednesday.
one to tweet it out. I promise.
Yeah, they gonna want to get rid of him yesterday if that happened.
So B, you are the. I always call you James Brown. You are the busiest man in Kansas City that I know. Where can we find you, bro? Besides everywhere.
Well, I'm not as busy as you probably thinking more of the 2015, 16, 17 Brian B. Shynin.
That club of world.
Yeah, now I'm a little, I'm doing things a little different, but now, I'm kind of focused on streaming and still my mixes too. I just dropped a mix today on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Brian B. Shynin. The Feel So Good mix. You can play that thing in front of the kids somewhat. It's a PG-13 mix. It ain't too much cussing in there. Although Beyonce, she had a couple words, the Renaissance album is just hot. But anyway, besides that, catch me on the stream at facebook.com/Brian B. Shynin. I'll whoop you and your son's ass and your uncle's ass and your nephew's ass, whoever else ass want to be whooped in Madden. Respectfully, though.
Boogie, I know you ain't gonna let that slide.
No, I'm about to go ahead and add him. Don't worry.
B Shynin, BSHYNIN, man. PSN. BSHYNIN on PSN. Let's go. You on PlayStation right now, Xbox?
I'm on both, man. We ain't
okay.
Wherever
all right.
we gotta
I
be,
can't.
man.
Oh, I can't do that now. I can't do Xbox. I can't correspond like on the screen where it is on the controller. I can't do that. I've been playing PlayStation for over 25 years now.
Hey, don't tell on yourself now. Hold on. Now.
I mean, I'm a well-seasoned 37-year-old Kansas City veteran. What's happening?
Hey,
What's happening? You feel me? Hey, and somebody said this the other day. I don't mean to, keep the thing going, but look, this is important. We, as Black people, we don't necessarily get to see our people age. And sometimes we think that aging is a bad thing. Aging is a good thing. The older you get, the more seasoned you look. And we got to appreciate our people and know that they ain't getting older. They getting better. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that.
I don't know how to do this, Chuck. I'm sorry.
Sponsors.
Close your
the sponsors. 12 days of homage.
Hey.
Oh, hold on. What happened?
Put it back up. There it is.
$28 NFL tees and $10 mystery tees till midnight. We still got the starters going. Go copy you a starter, the satin, the pullover. Pullovers might be sold out though, but check with homage and see. We also have the crew shirts that are still going. I talked to my boy from Homage today, and we need them Dr. Dre Chronic t-shirts. We need to make that happen.
For sure.
Snoop Dogg, tell him to call Homage, and let's make that partnership happen because I definitely want some Chronic shirts.
Yeah, get your loud pack cracking for the 30th anniversary of the Chronic tonight, baby.
Yeah, I might have to steal that legal loud pack from you.
Look at Kylie. Look at her. Every time
I gotta go.
We messing with her smoke time. We gotta get up out of here. We messing with her smoke time, man.
Hey man,
no.
Hey, B, you know how I feel about you, bro. You know you
always
my dog.
Love.
You
I appreciate
always
all of y'all. Thank you.
It's been way too long. We get you back. If they win 21-20, you are definitely going after show. You got to be on the after show to make us all feel better about that.
You be ready if it's 21-20.
All right, man. I'll be ready for you, Boogie.
Hey,
I appreciate y'all, man. Always love.
We love you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep representing for the city, bro.
That's right.
We appreciate that. You always rep us wherever you go, even when you go to Cincinnati with your beautiful wife.
KC is the town,
appreciate
baby. They know it.
Kingdom Cast. Kylie, take us out, babe.
Oh, what up, Kingdom Cast? Thank you again, Brian B. Shynin. You know where to find us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, look us up on Spotify. Kingdom Cast, go Chiefs. We out.
Legal loud pack.
Legal loud pack.
Go.
Oh, I don't know how to do this.